What is up, everybody? I want to do kind of a quick video on taking a walk. So, as you can see, I'm up for the day. I'm done for the day at 175 even. But you can see there was a series of terrible trades. So the first trade was a break even, and then the second trade was a whopping $125. Okay, well, let me tell you what happened here. It was a very good trade. It was, I actually have a video on that particular trade. It's going to be in the playbook playlist. It will be the first official video in that playlist, so you'll get to see how I did that. That was just a picture-perfect trade for me. I'm like, you know what? Today's great. Everything's working out. And then I slowly pissed it away. Now, there was a trade right here, this one for minus 62.50. This trade was in my favor 7 ticks. So you're looking at about 87, what is it, 87.50 on that? So this trade was in my favor at 87.50, and it got to the low of a profile, okay, where the profile tapers off. And there's a lot of absorbing there, and something told me you probably should take profits here. But I thought it was going to go lower, and then it slowly came back up to my entry, and then it went through me, and I ended up taking a huge loss, obviously, $62.50, instead of taking an $87 profit, an $87.50 profit. So at this point, I was very pissed. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go outside, walk down the street real quick, because I was infuriated. Because at this point, I think I was down $25 after that trade. So I was kind of mad about how everything kind of went, especially that trade. I should have known better. So I went for a walk down the street, and I was playing around on my phone, and somebody's car had spilled oil on the side of the street, and they put like cat litter in it to absorb it, and it had turned into like this sticky paste over time, and I stepped in it and I slipped in it. I didn't like fall on my ass or anything, but that definitely wasn't fun, slipping in it. So I had this shit all over my shoe. I'm trying to get it off. I come back in the house. Of course, I leave my shoes out front of the door. I decide to make a green tea. So I'm microwaving a hot cup of water. And I grab the cup, and the handle's burning my hand. So I set it on this grate in the microwave, and it immediately spills everywhere. So I slam the microwave door shut, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go for an even longer walk. And on my way out, I slam my head into a lamp that is hanging from the ceiling in the dining room. There's this low-hanging lamp. Well, I immediately slam my head into that, and then when I go outside to put my shoes on, I get that sticky oil paste all over my fucking hands. And then I go wash them off in the water hose. And generally, having a string of terrible events like that happen one after another generally ruins somebody's day. It definitely can set the mood for the rest of the day. And trust me, I was fucking feeling it. I'm like, I slipped in oil. I got this shit on my hand. I banged my head into a fucking light. I burned my hand, and I literally spilt hot water all over the microwave in the matter of 10 minutes. All of this happened in like a 10-minute period right after this stupid decision on a trade. So I go for a 25-minute walk, start kind of like exercise with my breathing, watching some stupid videos, and then I'm like, you know what, I need to get disconnected from my telephone. I'm just going to enjoy the walk for what it is and just work on my breathing. Went for a nice long 25-minute walk, came back, And then everything started to turn around for me. You can see the next trade was a break even, then a $100 winner, two minus 37.50s, which this trade was actually a reversal into the 225 winner. I accidentally put two contracts in. Didn't mean to do that. Otherwise, I would only be up 87.50, but you know what? I would have been up either way. It just happened to accidentally fuck up and do well as far as adding an extra contract because it was a reversal and I may have clicked the box too many times. But the point of this is no matter what happens, there's always another good trade around the corner. Always another good trade around the corner. And when things seem to be going terrible, go for a walk. Of course, watch where you're walking so you don't slip in any sticky paste. That is a combination of cat litter and oil. So, yeah, just a short video. I just want to let you guys know the power of getting up and taking a fucking walk. And even though there may be a string of very unfortunate events, things can turn around. You just need to recompose yourself. Instead of thinking, man, I should have did this, I fucked up here, I should have took profits, I pushed those thoughts out of my head and just began to think of what setups do I need to see next. And when I came back in, I made another thing of hot tea, and then I decided I took this good trade, and then I stopped and took a little bit of a sort of a lunch break there. And I think being hangry definitely doesn't help. So yeah, if things aren't going right, go for a walk because they can turn around, and you need to change your mindset on that walk. You need to think of how good you are and how that's not going to happen again and what you need to see in the future, and you need to come back and wait for the appropriate setup. So hopefully you guys were entertained by this story, and hopefully you do what I'm fucking telling you when things go bad. Have a good one, y'all.